Welcome back to Trust Me Bro Weekly Updates. We're back from our holidays, and wow, it seems like the tech world was anything but sleepy while we were gone.
Definitely not.
We've got updates on decentralized social media, gaming, and even a bit of craft beer.
Nice.
To round things out.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's dive into this, shall we?
Let's do it.
First up, we're heading into the world of decentralized social media.
Right.
Where Lens and Farcaster are making some serious waves.
Definitely.
Let's start with Lens.
Okay.
They just secured a cool $31 million in funding.
Wow.
That's a big vote of confidence.
Yeah, it is.
And it's fueling their upcoming mainnet launch.
Right.
Which is scheduled for sometime in the first quarter of 2025.
Very cool.
And they're not just sitting around waiting for the launch.
Oh, no.
The recent Lens Holiday Hackathon was a whirlwind of creativity.
I heard about that.
They had 57 projects submitted.
57?
Ranging from gaming integrations to AI agents. Yeah. And even marketplaces built right on Lens.
What's fascinating about that hackathon is it wasn't just the number of projects. It was the sheer variety. It really tells me there's a real buzz around Lens and a whole community of developers eager to explore what they can build on this decentralized platform.
Lens is attracting some serious talent.
Yeah, that's a really good sign.
Now, on the other side of the decentralized social media landscape, we have Farcaster.
All right.
They managed to raise a whopping $150 million.
100
which puts their valuation at $1 billion.
Goodness.
That's, well, that's not chump change.
No, it's definitely not.
Something that Farcaster is really pushing with their new feature, Frames V2.
Frames V2, what is that?
You know, Frames V2 is really intriguing because it lets users turn their casts, basically their posts, into interactive apps.
Oh, wow.
Imagine mini games embedded in your social media feed.
That would be cool.
Or polls that directly impact a developing story.
Interesting.
Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning that Farcaster's founder, Dan Romero, is all about user feedback.
Is he?
He's actually soliciting input from users daily.
Wow.
Talk about being dedicated to building something people truly want.
Now, that's a hands-on approach you don't see every day.
Oh,
It really does speak volumes about their commitment. But here's the thing. While there's a lot of hype surrounding both Lens and Farcaster, you know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's some mixed sentiment out there, too.
You mean like those concerns that some users have about how decentralized Farcaster really is?
Exactly. Some people worry that as Farcaster scales up, it might drift away from its decentralized roots.
It's a valid concern.
It is.
How do you balance rapid growth with staying true to the core principles of decentralization?
That's a question a lot of platforms in this space are grappling with.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Farcaster navigates this.
And what about Lens? What sort of mixed sentiment are we seeing there?
Well, with Lens, it's more about their organization and overall direction.
Okay.
There's a sense of excitement, sure, but also some uncertainty, and people are still figuring out where they fit into the broader decentralized social media landscape.
It's like they've thrown a fantastic party.
Yeah.
Everyone's excited to be there, but no one's quite sure what the theme is yet.
That's a great analogy.
So where do we go from here? What can we expect from these decentralized social media platforms as we move deeper into 2025?
Well, for Lens, I think the mainnet launch is going to be a defining moment.
Okay.
Will they deliver on the hype?
Right.
Can they turn all that developer enthusiasm into a platform that people actually want to use every day?
Yeah.
That's the big question.
And as for Farcaster,
I suspect we'll see them doubling down on growth and innovation, especially with Frames V2.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how far they can put the boundaries of interactive content within a decentralized social network.
Right.
Could this be the thing that finally takes them mainstream?
It's a wild ride for sure.
It is.
And speaking of wild rides, let's shift gears
and
talk about something that's always guaranteed to bring the excitement. Gaming.
Oh, yeah. The gaming world never sleeps.
Especially our friends over at Percs Games.
They've been busy.
They have.
Over the holidays, that's for sure.
While we were sipping eggnog, they were busy adding a whopping 22 new games to their platform.
22.
Bringing their total to 142.
Wow.
Going from 120 to 142 games over the holidays, it's like they were fueled by eggnog and coding inspiration.
I guess you could say that.
And they didn't just add new games.
Hooray.
They launched their movie game profile.
Okay.
Introduced their own movie token, and even rolled out their movie website.
Very nice.
You can find a link to that in our show notes, by the way.
Perfect.
They've also managed to attract a ton of new players.
Wow.
Over 25,000, to be exact.
Really?
And they've given away over $10,000.
It seems like they're really hitting their stride.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
What do you think is driving this incredible growth?
You know, I think it's a combination of factors.
Okay.
I think they're tapping into the power of community and gamification in a really smart way.
Yeah.
People love the interactive movie experience.
Right.
And the reward system keeps them coming back for more. Plus, let's not forget the appeal of those movie tokens.
It's a clever strategy, I'll give them that. So we've covered decentralized social media and gotten a glimpse into the exciting world of Percs Games.
Right.
But you know what pairs perfectly with gaming and tech talk?
A refreshing craft beer.
You read my mind. And today, we're raising a glass to a true pioneer in the American craft beer movement, Sierra Nevada Brewing Co.
Ah, Sierra Nevada.
They've been a staple in the craft beer scene for decades.
Yeah, they have.
Founded back in 1979 by Ken Grossman and Paul Camusi.
Okay.
These guys were homebrewers with a dream.
Cool.
They started in Chico, California.
Okay.
And their flagship pale ale quickly became a classic.
You know, it's still one of my go-to beers.
Yeah.
It's a perfect balance of hoppy bitterness and smooth maltiness.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And their success hasn't slowed down one bit.
Really?
They're now the 7th largest brewery in the U.S.
Wow.
And they even opened a second facility.
Wow.
In Mills River, North Carolina.
Okay.
Back in 2014 to keep up with demand.
That's great.
But what really impresses me about Sierra Nevada is their commitment to sustainability.
Oh, yeah.
They're not just brewing great beer.
Right.
They're doing it in a way that respects the environment.
You know, that reminds me of something. This dedication to sustainability at Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the ethos driving those decentralized platforms we were just talking about.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Sierra Nevada and their sustainability efforts.
Right.
What exactly are they doing that's so impressive?
Well, they've implemented a whole range of practices from harnessing solar energy at their breweries to recycling their waste.
Right.
And even farming their own organic hops. They're walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
And they've been recognized for their efforts, too.
They have.
They won the Green Business of the Year award.
Oh, wow.
From the EPA back in 2010.
Well-deserved recognition, in my opinion. They're a great example of how a company can be successful while also prioritizing environmental responsibility.
And that's something we can all raise a glass to.
Cheers to that.
So, as we wrap up this episode of Trust Me Bro Weekly Updates, we want to leave you with a final thought.
A thought to ponder as you navigate this ever-evolving world of technology, gaming, and craft beer.
What will you choose to empower?